Hello everybody, this is Jeffrey GT7 and welcome to the episode. In this episode, I'm going to be showcasing a Le Man 700pp build using the legendary Toyota Supra RZ. So if you want to go ahead and just skip forward to any part of the episode you can, but I would really highly suggest that you guys stay right where you are until we make our way all the way to the race. In this episode, I'll be showcasing the parts you'll need for the car. Disclosure, one thing to mention, this car is going to be, of course, wide body. So like I said before, I would really recommend you stay behind to see all the steps process for this build. But hopefully this particular tune will help you out in Le Mans to actually capture some more credits and some more wins. And if you're looking for a new car to farm, then hopefully this build right here will help you a lot. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the episode. So of course, the first stage is going to be, of course, how to find the car. And luckily for us, it is at the used car dealership. And yes, you are certainly welcome. But anyway, this car is an absolute classic. Given the price tag being a little bit more expensive than most of the used cars you can find at that dealership, costing you around 200,000 credits. So I really recommend getting it a multiple of these cars because there's also a engine swap for this particular car as well, which we're not going to do. We're not going to be only focusing on the wide body itself. So for the wide body, it's going to cost you an additional 50,000 credits, which is also going to add some points to the car itself. Not a whole lot though. So we're just doing this little modification for the car, just mainly a little bit for the downforce side, and that way it'll help the car out in the corners at Le Mans. After you grab the wide body attachment, here is a livery I'll be showcasing in this episode. Now, if you would like to go ahead and manually search this livery, you can, or you can just simply do an easier option, and you can simply do this instead. If you guys like to follow me in the game, here are the instructions right here. Just go to Showcase, search my name up, click on a car with a livery, which is a custom style, which I do sometimes build. Click on my profile picture, click on the user page, and then finally click on the blue follow button. And just by doing that, you'll be able to follow me in the game. That way you have to go to my news feed for any liveries that will help you out. The reason why you want to follow me in the game is so that way that if you do see my episodes in the future, you can just simply go to my profile in GT7, look through my news feed, and automatically add that livery to your collection rather than having to copycat the livery. Now, here are the parts I'll be using for this build. If you want to go ahead and copycat these, you can. There are the rims right there. Just copy the size and, of course, the width and offset. Type A front bumper is going to be, of course, type A. After you get this into the car, for cosmetic, the side of the car is type B. After you get that installed in the car, the next step is going to be, of course, the rear bumper. As you can see here is type A as well. And for our last part that's going to customize or change our PP performance is going to be type B for the wing. And for that very last cosmetic crucial part is going to be the roll cage type C, and that's going to be all the parts you'll need from GT Auto, just in case if you do not want the livery. So after you get your parts together, here is the last stage right here. It's going to be, of course, a tune list. As you see here in this particular tune, I do have racing mediums on the car. Suspension, keep it as is. Differential, I have the fully customized on this car as well. I would recommend just pretty much copycat the differential as well. For downforce, the front is 56, 221 for the rear. Racing, fully customized transmission set to 320 kilometers, and that's going to be it for the first part of the list. And as we go to the second part of the list, it's going to be a couple parts added to the car, such as high RPM turbocharger with racing brake system, racing brake pads, racing clutch and flywheel, and of course what I have installed for the engine tuning and for the body work. That's going to be it for all the parts you'll need. So if you want to go ahead, just go back or skip or just pause the episode, you can. And one final crucial thing I want to point out is make sure you have racing intermediate tires, just in case if the rain does in fact show up, you'll have that to fall on, just in case if the track does get wet. So for this particular car, you're going to be easily the fastest car on the grid when it just comes to pure pace. The top speed is really good. The handling with those racing tires actually feels decently good too. I will say probably the only downfall it is for the Supra has got to be the fuel mileage overall. So in this race, I had to race either in map 5 or 6. Now I'm on map 3 right now, but I did have to go ahead and change it to more of the lean mixtures because I wasn't too sure what the mileage was. And unfortunately for this particular car, even with all the upgrades and stuff I have on this particular build, this car, again, not the best mileage, nowhere near close to the Group 4's mileage easily. So it looks like average 2 laps is what you're looking at for just for fuel and tires. Well, or mainly for fuel. Tires hold up pretty well on this car, but for the fuel, not so much, which is quite unfortunate. But with the fuel not being the best for this particular build, the speed, however, is going to pretty much be your best friend in this particular race. So even on the lean mix, the speed, very, very good for this car. And even if you do map 1, you easily will be able to blow off the competition with the speed ratio, which is no joke. So as we get through the main straight, we're right now in P7 currently. We are going to make a couple more moves before we actually do make it to the other part of the lap. As we head to the next chicane, we just able to slowly brake into the chicane right here, and the car just felt really good. Felt very grippy. Pretty much what you're looking for a car for Le Mans is something that has great speed, good handling, also very good fuel mileage as well. And you can see the gap itself is closing very quickly for us between these drivers up here. We're going to make a move right here before we actually do enter the brake center. And what thankfully we do, we're going to catch up to the Supra, the Group 4 Supra, get ourselves a decently good run out the corner. It does take in a couple of seconds for it to kick in, and then once you get into fourth gear, then that's when the car comes to life, and that's when the speed factor comes into play for the car. So what we're going to do next now is go ahead fast forward to the end of lap 2. We did manage to take the lead, but you can see about the gap between ourselves and second place. It's not that much of a big gap difference, so we'll have to be a little bit careful in this run. Now, unfortunately for us in this particular pit stop, you can see that it is cloudy. I did not check the radar, and unfortunately for this race, all we have here is slicks. So in this particular pit stop, we should have pitted for inters, but once again, unfortunately for us, we did not have the radar, so therefore we were pretty much in a rough spot to begin with. Even if I knew if the rain was coming, we still would have not had a way to prevent ourselves to find ourselves in a rough area. But for our first stop, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves some fuel for the car, and that's going to be literally it for our first pit stop. The car felt great overall. The handling felt pretty good. The tires, you can see, are still holding up pretty well in this run. We're going to go ahead now and fast forward to later in the race. As you can see now, the rain is affecting in the track. The windshield wipers are deployed, and I kind of figured we were in a pretty bad scenario since we don't have any source of wets or inters. And you can see, look at the radar, yeah, we are in big trouble. Now, funny enough, at the end of lap number 4, we actually did take away the lead from the Viper. We're actually going to drift around the Viper. Stranded in a wet track with slicks is not fun at all. So we actually did manage to take away the lead from the Viper. Fortunately, we did lose it from the Corvette because the Corvette actually did came into. It's going to come in this lap with us to get its last pit stop for the race. But you'll see once it enters pit road, you can see it'll have inters. Once the track did begin to dry up, we were able to recapture the lead. There it is right there. And for this last particular pit stop, we are under 8 minutes to go. So give or take, we got about 2 more laps to go in this race. So all I'll be doing here is just getting a new set of race mediums, and we're going to get ourselves enough fuel to last us for 2 laps. If we actually did fill the car up with fuel, it'll be a little bit over past 2 laps, and I want to make sure we get out of here as quickly as possible since everybody is still close to us. Other than that, after the track did dry it off, eventually the car, felt pretty good. Nothing too much to complain about. As you see there, we're going to brake right at 2.1 laps remaining on fuel. We're going to make a pit road around the top 10 area per se, and our last pit stop we'll have to go. So Last lap, we're about to approach. We got 2 minutes to go, and you can see the race leader is in fact Haywood, which is, if you guys don't know, that's the McLaren driver or the Lamborghini driver. So I knew this was going to be our last chance to pretty much catch up and get the win from the Lamborghini. And luckily for us, even though that was about 10 seconds give or take, our car's still very good on the straight line. It didn't take us to about halfway through this long straight to actually did catch up to the Lamborghini driver and was able to make the pass and get the lead away from the Lambo and got ourselves the victory at Le Mans. So kind of a close call, give or take, if you want to call it that, because we did manage to make some mistakes during the rain stint, spinning out, going off track, all that stuff, just because we didn't have any wet tires or inters at the time. But we did make the pass, which was very crucial. Right at the right time, and you can see as we fast forward to the end of the race, we're going to not only take the win, but we're also going to go ahead and snag up that fast lap as well. We're going to cross the line for a 4:05 almost. As we finish up that lap, so our car was most definitely faster than the Group 4s. It was just the fact having to pit twice. So there's the finishing results. About 4 seconds between the first and second. That's probably the closest I ever had a margin. But other than that, it did the job very well. Got ourselves that clean race bonus, and that's going to be it for the episode. Now for the next episode, I'm actually going to go back to Tokyo Expressway 600, and this time around it's going to be using, I believe this is the 08 Fairlady C. It's been quite a while since I actually have done this build, so it'll be good to come back to this particular car. It's been, I think within probably a year or close to a year since I've done this particular car, and thought it would be a good time to do an up-to-date build with this car. And this car also has a swap build, so I just might make this into a swap build. But hopefully you guys enjoy today's episode at Le Mans. If you guys have any suggestions or any other cars you'd like to try for me to try out, you're more than welcome to put any suggestions in the comments below. Until then, I'll see you guys later, and take care. Thank you again for watching today's episode. Hopefully this particular tune has helped you out in Gran Turismo 7. If there is a particular build you'd like for me to try out, or a different race, car class, whatever it is, you're more than welcome to put any suggestions down in the comments below, and I'll do my best to do them. So if you guys enjoyed today's episode, why not go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well? It would be very much appreciated. Also, leave a like and share it. If you know somebody personally that is struggling to get a win at Tokyo Expressway 600, then you're more than welcome to share this episode, and hopefully it will help them out. Until then, I'll see you guys later, and have a great rest of the day or night for it might be, and be safe.